Hi everyone, I'm just here washing the dishes because I just made some potatoes to eat. You know what? I wanted to talk about, don't let these motherfuckers like push up on you and put their weight on you and shit, and don't allow them to intimidate you. You have your rights, and if you have to, fucking whack them. You know, don't let no one talk down on you. It's just like the movie Friday. When Debo's around, I'll be quiet. But when that big nigga's gone, I'll be talking again. Flossing. Flossing and shit. I can put my watch back on. He's not around. But if that nigga doesn't get the point and he tries to steal your shit, tries to steal your gear, call the cops. Call the cops. And then if he tries to hurt you, all hands on. That's your right. You have to protect yourself. You can't just allow people to beat you up and, or someone else, you have to put them up on game. Like that movie, remember that movie? There's a movie where there's a female that was teaching another female about the pan method. Hit him with the pan. So, yeah, don't think that, you don't have rights, because you do have rights. And people can't fuck with that. And who is the judge gonna favor on, the one that's beating you or the one that's protecting you or protecting themselves? Of course, the person that's protecting themselves. So yeah, you have to, and I mean, the sooner the better. You have to just go about it right. Don't fuck around. Just go straight for the throat with a knife, right there. And then if that motherfucker is beating you up, you just get him in his sleep. If you're too afraid, fuck it. Let the cops come and take care of him. Fuck it. That's your right. Fuck it. You could even tell them I told you to do it. I don't give a fuck. And then not just that, but all these gangsters out there, them too. Fuck them. They're just trying to push their way of, their do's and don'ts on other people. Fuck that shit. Who the fuck do they think they are? They're no one great. They're no one special. That's why there's cops and authorities. That's why God put those in authority above us for a fucking reason. So, there's a bunch of shit I could get into and talk about. I mean, I could even create a list. They'll sound more professional and shit. But, yeah, that's our right. We all have that right, to protect ourselves. So don't allow anyone to misuse you. And that, like I said, that's why the authorities are there. And they are supposed to be taking care of everyone in the public, everywhere in this world. So, I mean, their job is to protect everyone, and if someone's taking advantage of you and they know about it and they don't do anything, that's like them helping out a criminal. They're like helping out criminals. They're like taking a part in that as well themselves by not what is the word, um assisting in that, like, abuse, or that in those crimes. It's like if you see someone getting robbed or beat up, you know, you're supposed to like call the cops and at least tell them to break it up. At least something. And then you have your phone, you can record everything. Um, Another thing that you guys can do out there, if you guys are getting like beat up or abused or something like that, you guys can always record it. You know, I'm thinking detectives should give kids, um, like these cameras to put inside of their rooms where they could take back to school and show them what's going on, um, in their homes or not, because not everyone knows everyone's situation. You know, um, for you women out there that are getting abused, or if you're a man and your woman is abusing you, whatever the situation might be, or your boss, that as well. Every situation is different, you know. So with the internet, I mean, that's your proof right there. That's your proof. That's your proof why you killed a motherfucker and you buried him in your backyard. Or that's the proof why you killed a motherfucker. Cooked up all his fucking flesh and got the fucking grinder and grinded all his bones to fucking ash and dispose of them in somewhere. I mean, no one's fucking around. We want no violence. We tolerate no fucking violence in this world. Zero. You know? Like, we gotta do something about all this. Seriously. Someone is listening. You know? But of course, there is people out there helping people, and the authorities come in and help out. But sometimes that's all they get, and they don't understand the full, the full, um, the story or whatever, or case in its entirety. So that's when you could record everything, and that's what I'm saying. Like, our government needs to get every single footage straight to the iCloud, straight to other iClouds around the world. That way, no one can fuck with it. No one can pay them out and buy them out and bribe them. Unless it's the military. And that's a different story, you know? So, yeah, but other than that, life is good. It should be good. You should be able to, you know, live this life without any fear, without any, um, because the Bible says that those that are doing the right thing have no fear of those in authority. If there's people out there that are not in authority and you're afraid of them, then you have a right to protect yourself. Especially if they're hurting you physically, you know. Now they're vandalizing private property or your personal assets, then that's kind of different. You know, you could always take pictures and show that in court as your evidence and present that to the judge. There's different ways to go about it. So I encourage everyone to stand up for yourself. If someone's bullying you, legally, you're able to carry pepper spray, a 3-inch knife, a gun with a license, you know, a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah. I mean, it would be crazy for someone to kill someone else, and it would really like require someone really, you know, hurting you physically where you would want to, or emotionally to want to do that. But I mean, it would have to be a good reason, not just because someone got angry or someone got you angry and you want to retaliate. Um, so the judges and the DA and the lawyers will look into all that. So yeah, fuck bullies. In every aspect of the sense. You know? That's your right. You have to um, exercise your rights. And don't let no one get you down. Don't let no one get you down. You know, be happy, people. Be happy. Then, yeah, you will have a good reason when you call the cops. Huh? Now you have a good reason to call the cops and tell them why you acted in such a way. Why the motherfucker or the bitch is bleeding on the ground. Bleeding out. Fuck it. I mean, you don't even have to call the cops right away. I mean, I'm thinking, with all this internet stuff, and the cameras up in the sky, they probably know what everyone's doing. They know whenever, or if anyone's in danger or not. But they can't respond legally, probably, until someone calls the cops. So, but yeah, that's your right, you know? That's your right. You have rights. And if someone is abusing their freedom to hurt you, then you use your freedom and your rights the way that you see fit. And of course, children are more fragile. They can't really protect themselves. They can't really fight. So that's what I'm saying. The internet would help out and aid in the situation. If it's an ongoing situation or something like that, then that's when cameras can be used everywhere. And they should be, you know, because that's the that is the the new way of solving crimes and giving people and judges and in the courts the evidence, further evidence. Like if someone gets raped, if you're someone that's getting raped, then if someone's raping you and you have a camera, then you go to school the next day or something, then you could show the camera, the evidence to your teachers, to those in authority in the school, and they're able to they'll be able to do a test to get the semen out, extract the semen, and even have that as forensic files, um, forensics. So there's two things right there. So, yep. Anyway, life is good, It should be that way. And I thank those that have provided everyone with personal cell phones, personal cameras. I just believe that these phones should come with more memory space. So, the phone and battery life. So these phones can stay recording for a longer period of time without, getting errors about space being over capacity, you know, because in certain situations that could, if the phone runs out in space or of space, then there goes your evidence. You'll try to show someone and nothing will be there. Um, so yeah, I just felt like sharing that, because there's a lot of people out there that think they could push their weight on other people, um, and they think that they rule the world when in reality they don't rule shit. And this is good for those that are in authority and those that are not in authority. That way, people can think twice before doing something or trying to, just trying to hurt someone. Um, Especially like in today's day and age. Well, it was always this has been a revolving door, but with evidence, it'll be more likely that the judge in the courts will rule in your favor when they look at the evidence, and the jury as well. The jury panel will look at that and it will show them what you were going through or what you're going through. And this could be in any situation, honestly, like even work labor in the work field, there's cameras there. And if there's not, you could always put your phone there. Because, a lot of people think, oh, only because they have a lot of money, they could do whatever they want. And then there's some people that they think they could do just whatever they want as well. And personally, I'm not perfect. I'm a human just like everyone else. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the internet is badass. And some people don't like it because now they'll be limited on the things that they can do. And even the rich people, though, even the rich people, they could go about illegally and hire people through the internet so they could have sex with, no matter the age, you know? So, I mean, I seen it on X videos, XXX videos, where they're doing like an interview of these females, and they go in there and they talk to them, and they're like, okay, this, you obviously came here because you want a job in the porn industry, and then they're like, okay, suck my dick, and then they start sucking their dick like nothing, because they probably give them like $1,000 right there on the spot just for that interview, and that's because people have that money. We don't know who these people are, but the internet, and that's evidence within itself right there. If the internet wants to search these people out with facial recognition, it could detect if they're married or not, a bunch of other stuff, you know. So it would really have to be, for single people, people that are not married, you know, not people that are married, because people that are married have signed a legal contract that they probably won't go around having sex with other women. Or if you're a woman, your husband won't go around having sex, yeah, with other women. And then if you're a female, then you won't go around having sex with other men. Unless you guys have came to an agreement where that's possible or doable, based on your guys' rules and agreement together, you know? So, yeah, like, the internet's awesome. It's cool. And it's all new stuff. It's all new. I mean, back in the day, they had cameras. They had these cameras that could record. I think these phones need night vision as well, though. Night vision recording. That way, no matter if it's day or night, the camera lens will um, switch to, from day recording to night recording instantly within the same recording period. You know, I mean, if it's low light setting, then I guess it could have options, but so it won't um, mess up someone's recording if the night recording is what they would rather do. So different type of recording would be better. Options for recording would be better for people to protect themselves and to present that as evidence, if any. But yeah, I love you all. Take care. God bless you all. Call me, write me, text me.